Lisa and welcome back to my channel. Now today's video is going to be yet another get ready with me, but this time with a little twist. I did want to talk to you guys a little bit about my 2019, but I didn't know how to incorporate that into a video, and I also kind of wanted to do a New Year's Eve look, but I didn't want to do like a really big like smoky eye, like black eyeshadow type of look. I wanted to do something like a soft glam, but like with a little twist for New Year's. So I thought, what better idea than to mash them two together. So today's video is going to be me ranting about 2019 and why it low-key kind of sucks for me, as well as a get ready with me for New Year's Eve soft glam with a pop type of look. So I really hope you guys like this video. I'm just gonna stop talking and I'll see you guys in the next clip. Alright, hey friends, so y'all already know how we do it on this channel. My eyebrows are already done off camera just because it takes me forever to do them. But for this video, I kind of wanted to make it a little bit more organized, so I'm going to be breaking up like my year and like how I talk about it in quarters. So like quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. So like if y'all never experienced that, basically I'm going to be talking about like January through March through like June, like stuff like that. So yeah, also another side note, I'm gonna be doing probably a New Year's look, but I'm not gonna be doing like a typical like full glam like heavy eyeshadow look, just because like I don't even think I'm gonna be doing that this year. I kind of want to do like a little spin on like the soft glam, but like jazz it up just a little bit just for like New Year's. So we'll see how that goes. Honestly, it might just end up looking like my everyday makeup, so we'll see. So yeah, first things first is primer. As I do my primer and like my foundation, I'm just gonna like get into talking about like quarter 1. So yeah. By the way, I'm using the Wet n Wild matte primer. It's actually pretty good. It's only like $2 or $3 at like your drugstore. So like honestly, cop this. Okay, so yeah, so for foundation, I'm just gonna be using the Born This Way by Too Faced. It's in the color Chestnut. But for quarter 1, honestly, it was kind of sucky. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of this year was just sucky, but like in the end, it all came together into like being like a really good, just like growing experience for me. So like I'm really thankful for that. But like quarter 1 sucked, honestly. I had a lot of issues with like relationships this year, not like solely romantic, but mostly actually friendship problems and stuff like that with those type of relationships. So quarter 1 kind of like really showed the beginning of that and like how I guess my year would turn out in terms of like relationships. It was just sucky. I had a lot of like relationship problems, like I said. I had a lot of problems with like my relationship with my girlfriend, but also like just like with like my friends and like, you know, isolating myself, just because I feel like this year in general, I was like struggling a lot with like just struggling a lot with like my mental health and like upkeeping it with like being in college and like all of that stuff. So definitely I had a lot of like relationship problems. The first quarter was also like my birthday month, like March. I was born March 28th. So like I actually did have a little bit of fun like during that time. Like I went to Canada. I think I mentioned that on this channel before. I went to Canada for my 19th birthday. Just because like the legal drinking age here is 19 and like it's somewhere to go, and since I live in Michigan, it's not like super expensive or like super hard to even get there. So it was just kind of like a, you know, a girls trip. I went with a couple of my friends. It didn't turn at all out like I wanted it to in my head. Like the entire trip kind of like, it's not that it was a bad birthday trip. I'm so grateful and like I'm so thankful for like even having the opportunity to go and like that my friends went and celebrated with me, but it just wasn't the way I wanted it to turn out. Not all my friends were 19, so it was just like kind of sucky because like only me and my girlfriend could go into like clubs and like stuff like that. So like it was just like really annoying, but yeah. And to conceal, I'm just going to be using an old staple. I'm going to be using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. This is in the shade Caramel. I used to use this a lot, but I don't anymore, but I'm just going to use it again. I'm just placing it underneath my eyes, like wherever you like highlight, you know. Like I'm not really explaining, like this isn't like really a tutorial, but you know, I'm just going for like a soft glam look, like I said before. So yeah, like I said, like the first quarter was really drama based, but like nothing too bad. So yeah, that was like January through March, and then the second quarter, so like April through June, March through June, whatever. Really, things started to kind of look up for me a little bit. I am pretty sure that I suffer with seasonal depression. So like for me, I'm always sad throughout like the cold months. So like, you know, like October through like probably February. But after my birthday, I usually tend to like kind of cheer up a little bit more. So like I was getting a little bit happier. I had finally ended my freshman year of college, which if any of y'all know, like I had to go to school like a semester early. So like I was a freshman for literally like 3 semesters. So I was like over it. I was ready to go home at that point. But yeah, like I was super hyped. Yeah, so like the way my school works at least, our finals are like late April through like early May. So like we get out pretty darn early, especially compared to like what we did in high school and stuff like that. So I actually managed to get a job like within like probably I want to say 2 weeks of me being home, and I lost it within like a month of me being home, which I always think is kind of funny. Like looking back in the entire situation, I was like dead mad. Like I was like so upset. I was like crying over it and stuff like that, because like I've never lost a job before. I've always either just like, you know, went away or like, you know, just like I quit. But like for this job, I actually lost it. It was a whole bullshit experience. If y'all want a story time on that, just give this video a like or like comment it down below. But like yeah, so I got a job and lost it all within like the last month of the second quarter. But you know, nothing really important happened during that second quarter. I was just big chilling, honestly. To set underneath my eyes and also for the rest of my face, I'm just going to be using the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder underneath the eyes. And then underneath the face, I'm going to be using the Beauty Bakery Flour Better Not Bitter powder. This is in the brown shade. I love this. I just ordered this from like Black Friday, and like I really like this. I've never used like a translucent powder that's actually like my skin tone, so like I really appreciate this. It's like really good. Yeah, like I said, nothing like extravagant happened. I did actually take a Spanish proficiency test. I know in a couple of my past videos, like I talked like briefly about how I was like doing like an intensive like Spanish program where I was supposed to like learn the entire language in like 2 semesters, and I actually passed that proficiency test, so that was fun. Yeah, I didn't really do anything. So to contour, I'm going to be going back to another old favorite of mine. I'm going to be using the Black Radiance True Complexion contour palette. I recently went to Target and like picked up a bunch of my old favorites. That's why like, if these products seem very familiar, that's why. I used to use these all the time. But like I actually stopped and now I'm reusing them all the time again. So we love that. But while I'm just contouring, I kind of do want to talk about quarter 3, which is summer. I absolutely loved it. I actually ended up getting a second job, or not even really a second one, but like after I got fired from the first one, I got another job, and it was at Nordstrom, and I really loved it. Okay, friends, so I'm sorry about that. My camera actually stopped recording, and I didn't even know about it. It stopped recording right before I was about to talk about quarter 3. So quarter 3 was summertime. Summer was an absolute dream. I guess we could start from the beginning. So yeah, began quarter 3 with a new job, lost it before the first month of quarter 3 was even up. And then I got another job at Nordstrom, which I absolutely love so much. I feel like I filmed a lot of my videos during this entire like time of me at Nordstrom, just because like it was easier and more accessible for me to make videos. Like it was my first like steady job where like I'm working like 40 hours a week and like stuff like that. So absolutely loved it. Honestly, if you're thinking about working at Nordstrom, I say do it. It's a really good place. The people are really nice. The customers maybe not so much, but like the actual people are super nice. So I would say work there if you want to. Yeah, so I worked at Nordstrom. Also, I did a little bit of traveling. Not anything too much, just because like I said, I was working like 40 hours a week. Like it was a full-time job, like steady job. But like I went to Cedar Point a couple of times, which if you're not from around here, it's just an amusement park in Ohio, so like 2 hours away from where I live. And then I went to Windsor again, and we just like went around, went to the bar, like went out to eat, like stuff like that. Like it was super fun, a dream. Honestly, I just love summer so much, just in general. And this summer felt like my first like legit like summer as an adult, so like I really enjoyed it. But yeah, so like I said before, for the makeup look, I'm just gonna be doing like a New Year's Eve look, but it's not gonna be anything too much. I don't know where exactly the video stopped recording. I'm pretty sure it stopped recording while I was doing contour. So obviously I put foundation on my eyelash just to do like a little base, set it with powder, and then I carved out my contour just to make it look a little bit better. So yeah, I'm just gonna go straight into the eye look. Y'all, when I tell y'all this is like soft glam with just like this tiniest pop to make it look a little bit more festive, that's literally what I mean. So for our very low maintenance New Year's Eve look, I'm gonna be going into the Morphe 25L Living Color Palette, which actually reminds me that during Q3 I went to Motor City Pride. I can't believe I forgot that. I go to Pride every single year. I'm kind of open about it on my channel, not so much, but on other platforms I'm super open about it. I am pansexual, so like being a part of the community, going to Pride every year is like such a big thing for me to do. I absolutely enjoy it every time I go. So yeah, I had like such a great time during Pride. And why am I so out of breath? But yeah, like I had such a fun time. I went with one of my friends. Oh no. I went with two of my friends actually. Can't believe I forgot that. I went with two of my friends, and we just like went to like the club thing underneath, and like we just had fun. We had a good time. I had a really good time. But yeah, so for the makeup look, back to the makeup. For the makeup look, I'm just gonna be taking Sexuality. It's just the pink shade. So yeah, while I finish my eyeshadow and like the rest of my face, I'm just gonna go transition into Q4, which is what we're into right now. I honestly, in my notes, didn't really put much about this quarter, just because like I feel like the only sentence that I can really say like that like sums it all up is that it was like super eye-opening. This entire quarter taught me so much about myself and like about the people who I surround myself with, or like surrounded myself with, because like I did end up losing like a lot of friendships this like whole quarter. I'm actually, side note, I'm actually gonna go in with a different color just because like I'm not really feeling this purpley pink. I'm gonna try to see if I can save this real quick. I'm gonna be taking Healing, which is like this shade right here. I'm gonna do my eyelashes and like everything else, and then I'll come back to this and I'll fix it. But right now, don't clock me for it. I don't even know what I'm doing. So yeah. So for mascara, I'm just gonna be going into my Tarte Maneater. If you guys saw my last video, it was a vlog, Shameless plug. I bought this in that vlog, so yeah, just like go watch the last vlog. So yeah. This quarter I lost like so many friendships. I don't even know. A lot of it was just like due to like, I guess maybe like we all outgrew each other. I honestly don't know. It was a mixture of like outgrowing people, like really petty drama that like blew up, and just like a lot of miscommunications. So I don't know, I think maybe the way I like to think about it is like that was just like God, or like the universe, or whatever you believe in, just like opening spaces for me to grow, and like, you know, like clearing out spaces for like future people in my life that are gonna like, I guess, uplift me more than those who were already in my life were doing. I don't know if that makes sense. But basically what I'm trying to say is I'm trying to see everything that happened as like a positive, and like as like spiritual as I can, and like, you know, like as like just the universe doing its thing. Alright guys, so now I'm back with lashes. So I'm going to attempt to still fix like the inner corner and like make it look a little bit better, because right now it looks just like pretty messy. I'm going to fix that, wipe off the bank, and do highlighter. And while I'm doing all of these things and finishing up my look, I want to talk to you guys about the future. So 2020. Like I said, plenty of times before, I really feel like my 2019 wasn't, you know, what I wanted it to be, and I really feel like the last, what the okay. We're just gonna ignore that. I really feel like the last quarter of 2019 really helped me like see everything a little bit clearer. It kind of helped me see why everything happened during this year, and like made me realize that everything truly does happen for a reason. So 2020, I kind of want to come back better than ever. I'm super excited for 2020. I feel like I say this every single year, and then like the next year is just like not as good as I thought it would be. But like this year, I think like since it's gonna be like a new decade, and like I'm really getting more into like my spirituality and like my religion as a Christian, and like just like a lot of other things. Like I'm really like actually starting to like get interested in it, and like, you know, figuring out who I am and all of these really broad topics. So like I really feel like this year, if I make it so, it could be like a really, really good year. So like I'm super excited. So yeah, so definitely 2020 for my YouTube channel. I 100% want to get more into filming and just getting out content. That is my #1 downfall. It's not even that like I have trouble with like filming and like picking up my camera. It's more so that like every time I film, I absolutely hate the clips that I get and I never upload. Like I'm like such a perfectionist when it comes to like putting things out there. So like I've really been trying, even like a little bit in my more recent videos, to like, you know, not throw away a whole video just because like one thing is wrong. Or like, you know, like trying not to be perfect and trying more so to be myself. And I really feel like that's something that I struggle with like YouTube for like literally the entirety that I've had my channel. For setting spray, of course, I'm going to be using the MAC Fix Plus spray. And while I'm waiting for my face to dry, I'm just going to go ahead and do lips. I'm just going to be putting on lip gloss. Alright y'all, and while I end by just like putting on a little bit more glitter in my inner corner, I really want to just end by saying like I am so excited for everything that 2020 has for me. The good, the bad, the ugly, like all of it. I definitely think that this decade, this year, these couple of next months in my life, I really can feel, you know, things changing around. 2019 really beat me up, like honestly, like scalped me. But like I'm super excited for like how 2020 is going to go. I'm super excited to see where my channel goes, just because I really want to try to put more effort into filming, getting videos out for you guys, making my content better, and things like that. So I'm so excited for how 2020 is going to show out. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like this video, give it a like, subscribe, and share down below. I am so excited to keep making content for you guys within the next couple of weeks, as well as throughout the whole 2020. And I'm excited to see where this year will take us. So once again, if you guys like this video, give it a like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!